Hello YouTube, I've got another flashlight review for you. This is the Armytek Dobermann. Now I have not seen any English language reviews. I've seen several German and one Russian review, so here's your English language review for the Dobermann right here. I previously reviewed this, the Armytek Tiara. I was so impressed with the performance of this, I decided to look into another Armytek light. And a quick size comparison for you, this light is the Zebralight SC600 Mark II. Pretty much the most compact light you can get that uses an 18650. Now as you can see, the reflector on the Dobermann is just a far larger reflector. And that's one of the reasons that I got the Armytek Dobermann. I already have a lot of flood style lights. I wanted a light with more range, a more focused beam. And I could tell just by looking at the shape of that reflector that this would have good range. Now yes, to achieve that, they did have to make the light longer. By my measurement, this light is 5.7 inches in total length. The Dobermann comes with an adjustable lanyard, spare O-rings, and a spare button assembly. This holster, Velcro closure. Also comes with a removable pocket clip. This structure here is also removable. That is an anti-roll collar. It also allows you to use the cigar grip. Right, now there are several models of the Dobermann. This is the one that's 1200 lumens. 1200 lumens. At this time, let's roll in some outdoor demonstration footage. Out here with the Dobermann from Armytek. And you want to see how dark it is without a light. Very dark. Out here around 2:30 with this Armytek Dobermann. Okay, let's cycle through the modes. Here is the lowest mode. This is the Moonlight mode. And once again, this is the lowest mode. Let's cycle through again. Strobe warning, going to demonstrate the strobe. First it's going to come back in the highest mode. And that is the strobe effect. Okay, and I have backed up a good ways, and you can see how bright it is still. Let me zoom in to show you how bright it is right there. Yeah, very bright. Let's back up some more. And I've backed up way farther. I'm going to show you exactly where I'm standing with a view from the window. Alright, but this is as far back as I can go. And let's see how bright it is right there. Still pretty bright. Now giving you some beam shots from the window. Right, you see that? That was the target I was shining it in when I was out there. And you want to see how far away I was. I was way back to the fence there. Way back to that fence. And the target was all the way over there. So I was far back. This has remarkable throw. Look how bright it is down there. Let's find some other targets. And again, let's see how bright it is. Pretty bright. Even beyond the garden. Check out this bush a little bit past the garden. Look how bright it is, way out to there. Okay, and even farther away, right, those lawn chairs there. Look how bright. This thing has incredible throw. It can reach even out to there. And I mean, I'm way back here, dude. I'm like way, look how far back I am at this window. Yeah, that's like some incredible throw. And we are back. Now, as far as installing or replacing the batteries, unscrew this tail assembly here. That's what that looks like. And this is the battery I was running. It's a lithium-ion 18650. This is an Olight branded battery. One cool thing about this light, you have a lot of battery options, You can use a single 18650. You can use two 16340s. Okay, that's the lithium ion equivalent of a CR123. You can also just use regular CR123s, two of them. And finally, you can use two 18350s. These are IMR 18350s, and you can use two of these if you want. I will include links to all the different batteries. This light has 5 modes, and it's always going to start in whatever mode you turned it off in. So this was turned off in low, or the lowest mode. Some would call it Moonlight. And to cycle through, you just press the tail switch. All right, so it has 4 brightness levels and strobe. Strobe warning. Okay, so it has 5 modes, and it's pretty easy to access them. One cool feature of this is you can actually turn off all the modes except the highest mode. Basically, you tighten the head of this as tight as it can go, which is just 1/8 of a full turn. So as tight as it can go. And now it's always going to give you the highest mode. You see that? So final thoughts on this light. I like how it has so many battery options. I like the ergonomics of the cigar grip. And it is a long-range light. It has a lot of throw. You know, if you're looking for a floodlight, there's a lot of other lights you could get, and it doesn't have to be this long. But if you want a long-range light for use with a firearm, either mounted on the firearm or in your offhand, this is what you want because, you know, when dealing with potential threats, okay, you want to spot them as far away as possible. This is going to bracket your target, okay, almost like a crude sight. So yeah, if you want a longer range light, this is for you. As for the overall quality of the light, very high quality, and you know, at 1200 lumens, you're getting about 200 more lumens than most lights that, you know, use that size of battery. And as for the overall build quality, it is excellent. I mean, it's a very well-made light. When you get it in hand, you can pretty much tell that. So I do recommend it. And so far, I've had a very good experience with Armytek. 2 for 2, 2 winners for 2. Alright, this has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights. I'm out.